Hello and welcome to EP Learning English. I'm really happy you are here today. Thank you for giving your time to this podcast. This space is for learning, growing, and practicing English in a calm and simple way. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be perfect. Just relax, listen carefully, and enjoy this moment with me. Today, we are going to talk about something very important in our daily life. We are going to talk about time. Time is something we all have, but many of us feel we never have enough of it. Every day, time moves forward. It does not stop. It does not wait. Time is always going. When we understand time, we can live better. We can learn better. And we can feel more peaceful. Time is part of everything we do. We wake up in the morning. We go to work or study. We eat, rest, and sleep. All these things need time. We all have the same 24 hours in one day. Rich people have 24 hours. Poor people have 24 hours. Students, workers, and teachers all have the same amount of time. The difference is not in how much time we have. The difference is in how we use it. Many people say, "I am very busy." They say this every day. But when we look closer, we see something interesting. They feel busy, but they do not do important things. They move from one task to another. They check their phone many times. They watch short videos. They answer messages. At the end of the day, they feel tired, but they also feel unhappy. They ask themselves, "What did I really do today?" This feeling is very common. This happens because many people do not control their time. They let time control them. They wake up without a plan. They start the day without clear goals. They react to everything around them. Because of this, the day finishes quickly. They feel busy, but they do not feel proud. They do many small things, but they do not do the right things. In this podcast episode, we will learn how to change this. We will talk about how to take control of your time in a simple and practical way. You will learn how to use your time with purpose. You will understand how small choices can make a big difference. You will also learn how time control can help you improve your English, step by step, without stress. This episode is made for English learners at the B1 level. I will use simple words. I will use short sentences. I will speak slowly and clearly. You can listen again if you need. You can repeat sentences aloud. You can practice your listening and speaking while learning a useful life skill. By the end of this episode, you will see time in a new way, and you will feel more confident about how to use it. So, take a deep breath. Sit comfortably. Put your phone away if you can. This time is for you. Let's begin this journey together, here on Code Your English, and learn how to take control of your time, one small step at a time. What does take control of your time mean? Now let's talk about the main idea of today's topic. What does it really mean to take control of your time? This sentence may sound big or serious, but the idea is actually very simple. Taking control of your time means you decide how you use your day. It means you choose what you do first, what you do next, and what you do later. Time is no longer something that just passes. It becomes something you use with intention. When you take control of your time, you are not rushing all the time. You are not always late. You are not always reacting to messages, calls, or problems. Instead, you stop for a moment and think. You ask yourself, "What is important for me today?" Then you give your time to that thing. This is the heart of time control. It is not about doing many things. It is about doing the right things. Many people think they are using their time, but in reality, they are wasting it. Using time means your actions bring value to your life. You learn something. You finish a task. You move closer to your goals. Wasting time means your actions do not help you. You feel busy, but you do not grow. At the end of the day, you feel empty or disappointed. The action looks active, but the result is nothing. Let's look at a very common example. Imagine you come home after work or study. You sit on your bed and open your phone. You tell yourself, I will watch videos for 5 minutes. But 5 minutes become 30 minutes. 30 minutes become 2 hours. You watch one video after another. When you finally stop, the day is almost over. You feel tired, but you did not do anything important. This is a clear example of wasting time. The time is gone, and nothing useful is left. Now, let's look at a different situation. You come home and take 5 minutes to plan your evening. You decide to practice English for 20 minutes. Then you decide to relax for a short time. After that, you prepare things for tomorrow. You still watch a video, but only for a short time. At the end of the day, you feel calm. You feel satisfied. This is an example of using time well. The same hours pass, but the result is very different. Taking control of your time also means making choices. Every day, you have many choices. You can choose to scroll on your phone, or you can choose to read a few pages of a book. You can choose to complain, or you can choose to learn a new skill. You can choose to delay your work, or you can choose to start now. Time control is about choosing what is important, not what is easy. It is important to understand that taking control of your time does not mean you must work all the time. Rest is also important. Relaxing is also important. The key is balance. When you control your time, you decide when to work and when to rest. You do not feel guilty when you rest, because you know you already did something useful. You enjoy your free time more because you earned it. Many people say, I don't have time. But most of the time, this is not true. They have time, but they use it without thinking. When you take control of your time, you become more aware of how you spend each hour. You start to see where your time goes. This awareness is the first step to change. So when we say, take control of your time, we are not talking about being perfect. We are not talking about strict schedules or stress. We are talking about awareness, choice, and purpose. You slow down, you think, and you decide. Little by little, your days become more meaningful. Your time starts working for you, not against you. Why we feel we have no time. Now let's talk about something many people feel every day. Many people say, I have no time. They wake up in the morning and already feel late. They go through the day feeling rushed. At night, they feel tired and confused. They ask themselves, where did my time go? If you feel this way, you are not alone. This feeling is very common, and there are clear reasons for it. One big reason is distractions, especially phones and social media. Our phones are always with us. We check them when we wake up. We check them while eating. We check them before sleeping. Many people say they check their phone for 1 minute, but that 1 minute becomes 5 minutes. Then it becomes 10 minutes. Without noticing, we check our phone every 5 minutes. This breaks our focus. When focus breaks, time disappears. We feel busy, but we do not finish important tasks. Social media is also a strong distraction. Short videos, messages, and notifications pull our attention again and again. Each time we look, our brain needs time to come back to work. Because of this, simple tasks take much longer. We do not notice the time passing, but at the end of the day, many hours are gone. This is why we feel we have no time. Another reason is the lack of a clear plan. Many people start their day without knowing what they need to do. They wake up and react to the day. They answer messages. They check emails. They do small tasks first. They do not decide what is important. Without a plan, the day controls you. You do not control the day. Because of this, important work stays unfinished. Studying without a plan is a good example. Some learners sit down to study English, but they do not know what to study. They open many apps. They watch random videos. They jump from one topic to another. After 1 hour, they feel tired. They say, "I studied a lot," but they did not learn much. Time was used, but it was not used well. Doing many things at the same time is another big problem. Many people think multitasking saves time, but it does not. When you try to do many things together, your attention is weak. You make mistakes. You move slowly. For example, you study English while checking messages and watching videos. Your brain cannot focus. One task becomes 3 tasks, and all of them suffer. This makes simple work feel heavy and long. Another reason we feel we have no time is because we say yes to everything. We say yes to requests, calls, meetings, and favors, even when we are tired. We are afraid to say no. We do not protect our time. Because of this, our day fills with other people's needs. At the end of the day, there is no time left for ourselves or our goals. All these problems have one thing in common. We are not fully aware of how we use our time. Distractions take small pieces of time again and again. No plan makes the day unclear. Multitasking breaks focus. Saying yes to everything removes control. None of these things look big, but together they create a strong feeling of being busy and empty. The important thing to remember is this: feeling busy does not mean being productive. You can be busy all day and still do nothing important. When you understand why you feel you have no time, you can start to change. Awareness is the first step. When you see the problem clearly, you are already moving toward a better use of your time. Time wasters, small things that steal our time. Now let's talk about time wasters. Time wasters are small actions that look harmless, but slowly steal our time. They do not feel dangerous. They do not feel serious. But when we repeat them every day, they take many hours from our life. Most of the time, we do not even notice them. This is why it is important to talk about them and see them clearly. One of the biggest time wasters today is social media. Social media is everywhere. It is on our phone, our computer, and sometimes even on our watch. We open it to relax or check one message. Then we see another post. Then another video. Then another message. 1 minute becomes 10 minutes. 10 minutes become 1 hour. Social media is designed to keep our attention. It pulls us in again and again. When we finish, we feel tired, but we did not really rest. This is how social media steals time quietly. Another common time waster is watching too much TV or online shows. Watching something for a short time can be good. It helps us relax. But when watching becomes a habit without limits, it becomes a problem. Many people say, just 1 episode. But 1 episode becomes 2. 2 become 3. The night finishes, and important tasks stay undone. The next day feels harder because we slept late. This cycle repeats again and again. Long chats with no clear purpose are also big-time wasters. Talking with friends and family is important. Communication is part of life. But some conversations go on and on without meaning. We talk about the same problems. We repeat the same stories. We complain, but we do not change anything. After these long chats, we feel drained. Time passed, but nothing improved. Another strong time waster is waiting and delaying tasks. Many people delay work because it feels hard or boring. They say, "I will start later." They wait for the perfect moment. They wait to feel ready. While waiting, they check their phone or watch something. The task stays in their mind, creating stress. The delay makes the task feel bigger than it really is. This wastes time and energy. Waiting also appears in small ways. We wait for motivation. We wait for the right mood. We wait for tomorrow. But tomorrow often looks the same as today. Time passes while we wait. Action does not come. This is a very common habit, and many people suffer from it without knowing. Now, let me invite you to do a small listening and thinking activity. As you listen to this, think about your own life. Think about your day. Ask yourself simple questions. Which apps do I open again and again? How much time do I spend watching videos or TV? How often do I have long chats without purpose? How often do I delay important tasks? You do not need to judge yourself. Just notice. Awareness is enough for now. Time wasters are not always bad things. The problem is not the action. The problem is the amount and the habit. Social media is not bad. TV is not bad. Talking is not bad. The danger comes when these things control our time instead of us controlling them. When we do them without limits, they slowly take space from important things like learning, resting well, and growing. Many people think time wasters are big things, but they are usually small and repeated. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. A short delay again and again. At the end of the day, these small pieces become hours, and these hours become weeks and months. This is why time feels like it disappears. The good news is this: when you see your time wasters, you can change them. You do not need to remove everything. You just need to reduce them and use them with awareness. When you take back these small pieces of time, you create space for better things. You create time for learning, for English practice, for rest, and for yourself. And this is an important step in taking control of your time. Taking responsibility for your time. Now let's talk about something very important: taking responsibility for your time. This part may feel uncomfortable, but it is also powerful. When you take responsibility, you take control. When you avoid responsibility, time controls you. The good news is simple. You do not need special skills. You only need a new way of thinking. Time is your choice. Every day, you make choices about how you spend your time. Some choices are small, some choices are big, but all of them matter. You choose when to wake up. You choose when to check your phone. You choose when to start a task. Even when you think you have no choice, there is usually a small choice hidden inside the moment. When you see this, your power grows. Many people blame other things for their lack of time. They blame work. They blame school. They blame family. They blame society. They say, "I am too busy because of others." Of course, life has responsibilities. Of course, some days are harder than others. But blaming does not help. Blaming takes your power away. When you blame others, you give them control over your time and your life. The truth is simple and clear. Every person in the world has 24 hours in one day. No one has more. No one has less. Rich people have 24 hours. Famous people have 24 hours. Students, workers, parents, and teachers all have the same 24 hours. The difference is not time. The difference is how people choose to use it. Some people use their time with intention. They decide what matters. They protect their time. They say no when needed. Other people let time pass without thinking. They react all day. They answer every message. They follow every distraction. At night, they feel tired and unhappy. The hours are the same, but the results are very different. Taking responsibility does not mean being hard on yourself. It does not mean feeling guilty all the time. It means being honest. It means saying, "This is my time, and I choose how to use it." When something goes wrong, instead of complaining, you ask a better question. You ask, "What can I change?" This question moves you forward. When you say, "I don't have time," try to stop and think. Often, the real meaning is, "This is not my priority right now." And that is okay. But when you understand this, you stop lying to yourself. You become clear. You start to see where your time really goes. Taking responsibility also means accepting small mistakes. You will waste time sometimes. Everyone does. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness and improvement. When you notice you wasted time, you do not punish yourself. You simply learn. You adjust. You choose better next time. This mindset is very important for English learners. If you say, "I can't learn English because I have no time," you feel stuck. But if you say, "I choose to give English 10 minutes a day," everything changes. 10 minutes is possible. 10 minutes is realistic. 10 minutes every day becomes progress. Remember this simple message. You choose how to use your time, not your phone, not other people, not your past, you. When you accept this, you feel stronger. You feel calmer. You stop waiting for the perfect day. You start using today. Taking responsibility for your time is not about pressure. It is about freedom. When you take control, you stop feeling like a victim of time. You become the owner of your day. And when you own your time, you can shape your life in a better way. One small choice at a time. Simple steps to take control of your time. Now let's move to the most practical part of this episode. Simple steps to take control of your time. You do not need big systems or complicated rules. You do not need expensive tools. Small actions are enough. When you repeat small actions every day, they create strong habits. Let's walk through these steps slowly and clearly, so you can use them in your own life. First, plan your day. This is one of the easiest and most powerful steps. Do not plan your whole week if that feels hard. Just plan one day. Take 5 minutes in the morning, or even better, the night before. Ask yourself one simple question. What do I need to do tomorrow? When you see your day on paper or on your phone, your mind feels calmer. You stop guessing. You stop worrying. A simple plan gives direction to your time. When you plan your day, keep it simple. Do not write 10 or 15 tasks. This creates stress. Instead, write only what really matters. Think about your energy. Think about your responsibilities. A short plan is easier to follow. It also helps you stay focused when distractions appear. Next, write a small to-do list. A small list is better than a long one. Write 3 to 5 tasks only. This is enough for one day. Make sure the tasks are clear and simple. Do not write "study English" without details. Write "listen to an English podcast for 15 minutes" or Repeat 5 sentences aloud. Clear tasks are easier to start and easier to finish. Your to-do list is not a wish list, it is a guide. When you finish one task, you feel progress. This feeling gives you motivation. It pushes you to continue. When the list is too long, you feel tired before you start. Keep it small. Keep it real. After that, start with one important task. Do not begin your day with your phone. Do not begin with easy, useless actions. Start with the task that brings the most value to your day. This task may feel a little difficult, and that is okay. When you finish one important task early, the rest of the day feels lighter. For example, if learning English is important for you, start your day with a short English activity. Listen to a podcast. Read a short text. Speak for 5 minutes. When this task is done, you feel proud. Even if the rest of the day is busy, you already did something meaningful. Another very important step is do one thing at a time. This sounds simple, but it is not easy. Many people try to do many things together. They think it saves time, but it does not. When you focus on one task, you work faster and better. Turn off notifications if you can. Put your phone away. Give your full attention to one task, even if it is for a short time. When you study, just study. When you rest, just rest. Do not mix everything together. This makes both work and rest weak. One thing at a time helps your mind stay clear. It also helps you finish tasks with less stress. It is also important to plan time for rest. Rest is not a waste of time. Rest is part of good time control. When you plan rest, you enjoy it more. You do not feel guilty. You know you deserve it. A short walk, a cup of tea, or quiet time can give you energy for the next task. Let's look at a simple example of a balanced day. In the morning, you wake up and make a short plan. You choose one important task. You do it first. Later, you work or study. In the evening, you plan a short English practice time. After that, you rest. This day is not perfect, but it is intentional. Your time has direction. Remember, you do not need to change everything today. Start small. Plan one day. Write one list. Finish one important task. Focus on one thing. These small steps may look simple, but together they can change how you feel about time. Step by step, you move from chaos to clarity. Step by step, you take control of your time. How time control helps English learners. Now let's talk about how taking control of your time can help you as an English learner. This is very important because learning English is not about talent. It is not about being perfect. It is about time and how you use it. When you control your time, English becomes part of your daily life, not a big problem you avoid. Many English learners say, "I want to improve my English, but I don't have time." The truth is, most learners do not need more time. They need regular time. Learning English for a long time once a week is not very effective. Learning English for a short time every day is much better. Time control helps you create this daily habit. When you plan your day, you can choose a small space for English. It can be 10 minutes. It can be 15 minutes. It can be 20 minutes. This is enough. The key is consistency. When you study a little every day, your brain stays connected to the language. You remember words more easily. You feel more confident when you listen and speak. Listening to podcasts is a great example. You do not need 1 hour. You can listen for 10 or 15 minutes. You can listen while walking, cooking, or resting. When you control your time, you stop saying, "I will listen later." You decide, This is my English time. This small decision makes a big difference. Time control also helps you with speaking practice, which many learners fear. Many people wait for a partner or a teacher. They wait for the perfect situation. But when you manage your time, you create your own practice. You speak alone. You repeat sentences from a podcast. You speak in front of a mirror. You talk about your day. This may feel strange at first, but it works very well. Repeating sentences is a simple and powerful method. When you hear a sentence, pause the audio. Repeat the sentence aloud. Repeat it again. This helps your pronunciation. It helps your rhythm. It helps your confidence. You do not need long time for this. 5 to 10 minutes is enough if you do it regularly. Time control also helps you build vocabulary naturally. When you listen or read a little every day, you meet words again and again. You do not need to memorize long lists. You learn words in context. You understand how they are used. This makes vocabulary easier and more useful. Another important benefit is reduced stress. When English study has a clear time in your day, it stops feeling heavy. You do not feel guilty. You do not feel lost. You know when you will study, and you know when you will rest. This balance makes learning more enjoyable. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you decide to give English 15 minutes every day. In those 15 minutes, you listen to a podcast, repeat a few sentences, and learn 1 or 2 new words. After 1 week, that is more than 1 hour of English. After 1 month, that is real progress. And it never feels too hard, because the time is small and controlled. The most important thing is this. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need long study hours. You need a clear decision and a small daily action. When you control your time, you give English a place in your life. And when English has a place in your life, improvement becomes natural. So remember, your English improves not when you wait, but when you act. Not when you dream, but when you plan. Take control of your time, even in small ways, and English will slowly become easier, clearer, and more confident for you. Small daily habits that save time. Now let's talk about small daily habits that save time. Many people think they need big changes to control their time, but this is not true. Small habits, done every day, are very powerful. They do not feel difficult. They do not create stress. But over time, they give you more space, more calm, and more control in your day. One simple habit is to wake up a little earlier. This does not mean waking up very early. Even 10 or 15 minutes earlier can make a big difference. In the morning, the world is quiet. Your phone is silent. Your mind is fresh. This short time can be used for planning, thinking, or a small English practice. When you start the day calmly, the rest of the day feels easier. Another helpful habit is to prepare things at night. Before you sleep, take 5 minutes to prepare for the next day. You can choose your clothes. You can prepare your bag. You can write a short plan for tomorrow. This small action saves time in the morning. It also reduces stress. When you wake up and things are ready, you feel more in control. Limiting phone use is also a very important habit. You do not need to stop using your phone completely. You just need to use it with awareness. For example, you can decide not to check your phone in the first 30 minutes of the day. You can also avoid checking it during study time. These small limits protect your focus. They give your time back to you. Another strong habit is to set a clear study time. When study time is clear, your mind relaxes. You stop thinking about when to study. You already know. It can be the same time every day. It can be morning or evening. The important thing is regularity. When study time becomes a habit, you do not need motivation. You just do it. These habits may look small, but together they create order. You spend less time deciding. You spend less time rushing. You spend less time feeling confused. Your day becomes smoother. Small habits remove small problems, and small problems often steal a lot of time. Let's imagine a simple day with these habits. You wake up 10 minutes earlier. You already prepared your clothes and plan last night. You start the day calmly. You limit phone use in the morning. Later, at your clear study time, you practice English without distraction. In the evening, you prepare for tomorrow. This day feels light and organized. The best part is that these habits are easy to start. You do not need to change everything at once. You can choose one habit today. Maybe you prepare things at night. Maybe you limit phone use for a short time. When one habit becomes normal, you add another one. Remember, time is not saved in big moments. Time is saved in small daily actions. These actions protect your energy. They protect your focus. They give you space to learn, rest, and grow. When you respect small habits, your time starts working for you, not against you. Motivation. You don't need more time. Now let's talk about motivation, and let's change the way we think about time. Many people believe they need more time to improve their life, their skills, or their English. They say, "If I had more time, I would do better." But the truth is simple and honest. You do not need more time. You need better use of time. This small change in thinking can change everything. Time is not the real problem. The real problem is how we use it. We all receive a new day every morning. That day comes with the same 24 hours for everyone. No extra hours are hidden. No secret time exists. Waiting for more time is like waiting for something that will never arrive. When you understand this, you stop waiting and you start acting. Small steps are enough. This is very important to remember. Many people think change must be big and fast. They think they must study for hours or completely change their life. This idea creates fear. It creates pressure. And because of this pressure, they do nothing. But real change starts small. One small step today is stronger than a big plan for tomorrow. You do not need one free hour. You need 10 focused minutes. You do not need perfect energy. You need a simple decision. When you use a small part of your time with intention, progress begins. And once progress begins, motivation grows naturally. Today is the best day to start. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment does not exist. There will always be noise, problems, and responsibilities. But you can still choose one small action today. That action can change how you feel about yourself. When you start today, even in a small way, you send a strong message to your mind. You say, "I am in control." You say, "I can move forward." This feeling builds confidence. Confidence does not come from thinking. It comes from doing. Remember this simple phrase: progress is better than perfection. You do not need to be perfect to begin. You need to begin to improve. Every small effort counts. Every small choice matters. Over time, these choices create a new life rhythm. Another important idea is this: your future is built from small daily actions. What you do today shapes what you become tomorrow. If you wait, nothing changes. If you act, even a little, something starts to grow. So if you feel stuck, Do not ask for more time. Ask for more focus. Ask for better choices. Ask for one clear step. You already have everything you need to start. The power is not in the clock. The power is in you. Take a breath. Choose one small action. Start now. Your time is ready. Now we are coming to the end of today's episode, and I want to leave you with a clear and warm message. Today, we talked about time and how you can take control of it. We learned that time is not something you need to chase. It is something you need to guide. We talked about distractions, time wasters, responsibility, small habits, and simple steps. All of these ideas have one message in common. Your time is in your hands. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need a perfect day. You only need awareness and small actions. When you notice how you use your time, you already start to change. When you make one better choice, you already move forward. Big change always starts with small steps. So here is one simple action for today. When this episode ends, take just 5 minutes. Plan tomorrow, today. Write down one important task you want to do. Only one. Make it clear and simple. This small action can change how your next day feels. It can give you direction before distractions appear. If learning English is important for you, choose it as your one task. Practice English daily, even for a short time. Listen to a podcast. Repeat a few sentences. Speak out loud. These small actions, done regularly, bring real progress. You do not need long hours. You need consistency. I also encourage you to listen to this episode again. Each time you listen, you will understand something new. You will hear new words. You will practice your listening skills. You can pause and repeat sentences. You can use this podcast as part of your daily English practice. This is your time. Use it well. Remember, time does not control you. You control your time. When you make better choices with your time, your life slowly becomes better. Not in one day, but step by step. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. And keep moving forward. Thank you for spending your time with me here on Code Your English. I truly appreciate it. I hope this episode helped you not only improve your English, but also think differently about your time. Take care. Keep learning. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.